Welcome to Tokyo. So this is my first day in Japan, in Tokyo, and that feels kind of wild to say. So what we're going to do, my first day here, is we're going to explore the city, see some of the sights, have some good food, and of course, take a lot of photographs. So yeah. Let's get to exploring. So as it's my first day in Tokyo, I'm up quite early and I'm jumping straight on an underground train to High Shrine with the hope of seeing the red torii gates without encountering many other people. Okay, I made the right call. Getting to this location early is what you want to do. Look at how spectacular this place looks. We are definitely going to be able to utilize this. So I think let's jump in and get some photos and videos while this place is nice and quiet. Our next stop today is Tokyo Tower. Now, Tokyo Tower may look very reminiscent of the Eiffel Tower, and that's because it is. It was inspired by the Eiffel Tower, and construction on the Tokyo Tower was completed in 1958 and stands at 333 meters, which beats the Eiffel Tower by just 3 meters, and is painted in red and white as tradition with a Japanese flag. But what I'm really interested in is taking some photos of the tower itself. Now, around this area is some really good leading line shots, and I think there are some blossom trees here and there which I may be able to incorporate in the foreground of my photograph. So I reckon here I'll be using the Sigma 10-18, which I'm currently filming on, and the Sigma 18-15. Our next stop today brings us to the world famous, the world's busiest crossing in the world, Shibuya Crossing. Now, I don't know about you, but the first time that I became aware of this crossing was from the film Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, the best Fast and Furious film, if you ask me. And a random fact that I love about the scene that they shot here was it was done illegally. So essentially, they just shot it because they couldn't get permission to shoot it, and they had a fall guy in place. So the police came to shut down the filming, and this fall guy got arrested and spent one night in jail instead of the director. Okay, I'm crossing Shibuya Crossing for the first time ever, and it is completely wild, and there's like a swarm of people just coming towards you. It's like kind of unnerving. This is absolutely mental. I love this. I love the chaos here. Wow, this is awesome. I love it. I've never had such a feel before crossing a road, so I'm immediately doing it again. I mean, look at it. Look, that's the swarm of people that like comes towards you, and you kind of have to like navigate your way through. This is absolutely incredible. All right, I'm gonna start taking some photos. Woo, what a place. So I've taken quite a lot of photos around here at ground level, but now I want to get to a more elevated position to look down on the madness and the action. And I think I might have found a spot. I've noticed there's quite a few people in this like building here having the phones pressed up against the glass looking down. So we're going to have a look to see if that is a viewing platform. So this is indeed a viewing platform, and the views up here are spectacular. There is an entry fee. It's 1,800 yen, but with that you also get a drink included, and it's quite refreshing. That's needed. hits the spot. From my experience, this is one of the best viewing platforms for seeing and photographing Shibuya Crossing, and I would recommend visiting not just in the day, but also during the golden hours and at night. I would also recommend bringing a lens skirt, as the windows here can introduce unwanted reflections, and one of these will assist in removing that. In terms of lenses, I would recommend bringing an ultra wide lens. I was personally using the Sigma 10-18, and I also used a telephoto lens so I could zoom down onto the crossing and isolate subjects. So our next stop today is Sensensai Temple, and there's actually a high possibility right now that you can't see me. I'm like, where's Wally? I'm here, by the way. Hello! So I've been able to escape the crowds. Well, sort of. I've just kind of huddled myself in a corner so I could tell you a little bit more about this temple. So this is an ancient Buddhist temple and is the oldest established temple in Tokyo. And I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. So I'm just going to wander these parts for a little bit, take some photographs and see what I can get up to. One thing that I have been told to try in Japan is, I think it's called matcha ice cream. It's this one. There we go. Matcha ice cream. That is very green. So I guess here is the real taste test. Got quite a kick. I think I like it. I'm not a food connoisseur, I don't know if that's the right word, so I don't really know how to describe the taste because it's nothing like I've tasted before. So I guess that's a good way of actually describing it. Okay, I'm going to try and do a fortune. I have no idea how this is going to go, so you have to put a donation in, and then you have to... That's going to sound great for you guys listening. Ah, have I got a good or bad fortune? Right, 40. So as you can see here, I have got my good fortune, and I'm going to read it to you. So it reads, although you hope to succeed in life, gods will not furnish you with income. If you apply good manuscript to him, you will soon get income. Then you can obtain good fortune repeatedly. Your wishes will be realized. A sick person will recover in a little while. The person you are waiting for will come soon. You should be careful in health all the time during your trip. Building a new house, removal, marriage, and employment are all good. The lost article will be found, but take a little while. So there you go. That is my fortune. That seems good. Fortune will come. So that's good because I'm saving for a house, and also the person I'm missing will be in my life, a girlfriend. After spending some time at Sensensai Temple and the surrounding areas, it was coming up to sunset, and I wanted to see some more of the blossoms, which brought me to Enyo Park, one of the most popular parks in Tokyo to see the blossoms. This ended up being a good call. Whilst it wasn't the strongest sunset, the park was beautiful and the blossoms were incredible and amazing to see. After the golden hours had faded, it was time to grab some food, and I fancied, of course, some ramen, and visited a unique restaurant that's quite famous in Japan. So from what I know and experienced, you go in and sit in a booth by yourself. You don't see who is serving you, and your food comes through a curtain, and you can eat your food with such privacy. It's an introvert's dream, and the food, it tastes delicious. So the sun has set over Tokyo and the nightlife has sprung into action, and I am now seeing a completely different side to this city. It is, what can I say? It's just insane. You know, the neon lights, the hustle, the bustle, it's incredible. It also gives quite a bit of a cyberpunk vibe. So you know what? Let's cue some cyberpunk-esque music, jump into it, take some photos, shoot some video, and let's see what trouble I can get into. Tokyo at night for photography is completely wild. I have never experienced anything like this for street photography at night. I cannot wait to do some POVs around these streets. But I will be honest, I am starting to flag a little bit. And before we end today's video, I do want to visit just one more location. And the location, well, it's a classic. And any photographer who's coming to Tokyo needs to visit it. It is, of course, the restaurant at Shimamachi Station, and to get here and achieve this perspective, you want to come on this bridge. I believe it's called the Owana Bridge, and you will be able to see the restaurant, the iconic photo spot, and it is amazing to see this with my own eyes. I have seen so many other photographers take this shot, and now I get to have my own turn. So I'm going to be using the Sony a6700 with the Sigma 10-18 f2.8. I've got it on my tripod, but I might also use the Sony a7C Mark II that I'm filming on with the 24mm f1.4. So that right there was my first full day experiencing Tokyo, and one word springs to mind: tiring. I left this Airbnb yesterday at 6:45 a.m. I didn't get back till 2 a.m, racked in around 32,000 steps. So when I got back here, I crashed, and I crashed hard, but it was absolutely worth it. And I can say already, after just one day, this is hands down the best city that I have ever explored. And for photography, especially street photography, it is heaven. And the best part, I haven't even scratched the surface of what is possible in this amazing city. But yeah, that is where I'm going to be leaving today's video. I would like to say thank you for joining me. I do hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, my friends, sang se sadu, tankan sadu, kabul sadu.